Greetings. It is good to be back with all of you. The medium was laughing because she asked me if I was here, and I just said, yep. So settle yourselves into your bodies. There are many tending to you all already. A gallery who are listening, learning, and those who are attending to both sides of the veil. Take a few breaths and settle as we help the medium get out of the way a little bit more. And so, she was thinking about, she wanted to mention about the map on the table. But it's okay, because we're going to do it. You know there are fires on your beautiful Earth Mother. We ask you not to be in fear and to feed the lower energies. For as one of the others who, we shall say, speak for the Mother, mentioned, it is a cleansing. The Earth goes through many, many cleansings. She has been around for much longer than any of you and those who came before you. And she regenerates. And fire regenerates. So we ask you not to fall into the lower vibrations. We will send healing to all the areas around your world where your Earth Mother is releasing the dense energies as part of the cleansing to assist and to, you could think of it as speed up the process of healing so it doesn't drag on for much longer. But it will end when it is meant to end, all in divine timing, just as everything manifests in divine timing, even what you perceive as something bad. Many have mentioned before that experiences are just that, experiences, and you get to choose from your thoughts how you perceive them. From a space of lower vibration and judgment, or a space of compassionate detachment and non-judgment. And so we are asking all of you to pay more attention and be in a space of compassionate detachment and non-judgment. For the world around you, as we mentioned in the previous session, is going through much change. And it will seem like much chaos for many people will feed into the lower vibrations. You see it all around you. In your media. What you're perhaps hearing on the radio if you listen to your news and such. Do not feed into that. Hold your light, hold your space, hold your vibration in the higher aspects of compassion and peace and love. And as you hold those spaces, those vibrations for yourself, as we have many times, we say you are gridding like an acupuncture needle that vibration not only in your space, but you vibrate it in your environment. Not just in your homes or your cars, but your vibration goes out farther than you can imagine, and it affects everything. That is how powerful you are. And so, your vibration impacts other people's vibrations. And if you want the world around you to be more at peace, then you must be the peace within so that you are holding the space that you wish to see on your external, focusing on what's inside you and your internal. Does this make sense? Everything externally reflects the vibration from within. Listen to these words. Everything. Everything that is happening on your world externally is mirroring the vibration of the masses internally. So, each individual must maintain their own vibration and not feed into the lower vibration of the masses. One person lighting up like a light bulb at a time until eventually, like this medium's having an image of when you go to one of those concerts and everybody lights what looks like lights the match or lights the lighter and everybody, there's lights all over the place, yes? She's never done that, but she's getting that image. She's seen it in movies. Each of you, if you think of yourselves as a lighter or a candle, a flame, how bright a light do you want to be in your environment, in your world, within your families? That is what you get to ask yourself every day, every choice you make by paying attention to how you're feeling. Those feelings, think of it as, we've used the analogy, the dimmer switch on your chandeliers and such. Well, you push the button and it turns on, but how bright do you want your light to shine? Because just as with those, in a concert type of thing, some people have, perhaps bigger candles, bigger lights, and they shine more brightly. Like medium's getting the idea of, you have flashlights that have different intensities, yes? Think of it that way. Each of you are your own flashlight, lighthouse, frequency. What intensity of light do you want to carry each day, each moment? Do you want that dimmer switch turned down where there's barely any light noticeable? Or do you want to be so bright that people have to put their sunglasses on, as you call them, your shades? Not that that would blind people, but you would get their attention, wouldn't you? The more brightly you shine your light and keep yourself in alignment with your Creator and the higher vibrations that are your divine nature, the more people may notice you. And they won't know why they notice you if they're in the lower vibrations, but it is the moth led to the flame analogy. They are led to the light. They can't help it. The darkness must find the light, because the light always exists. Always. Even in the darkest room, there is light. Just a different frequency that your eyes cannot perceive. Your space, what you think is dark, is full of light. So much light. All around your world, all around the universe, the galaxies and beyond. And within you as well. Think of yourselves as microcosms, as you call it, of the galaxy and the universe. For everything that is within you is connected to everything that is outside of you. And some of you are thinking, I don't know if I can understand that, or comprehend, or accept that. But if you understand and accept that you are frequency, energy, you are energy vibrating at a specific frequency, all of you, each of you, everything around you is energy. Different combinations of it, but energy. Just as you were mentioning with your spoon bending earlier, the atoms are held together by energy. It's not solid matter. But your density in this on this planet makes you perceive it as solid. Because you have to have these experiences in this dense form. But obviously, there's something going on if you can bend metal just by shifting your consciousness, because there is no metal. It's empty space. That's right there. When people do it, and the person who hosted the event, has seen people have major shifts in perception. They walk in thinking the world and the universe as they know it and their life is one way, and they walk out, as you call it, processing what they just did, what they just perceived, felt. And it changes them forever. They can't see the world the way they did when they walked through the door. They leave completely different. Their perspective is different. They're more enlightened and aware, but they don't quite have the conscious understanding of what to do with it. And that is where many, sometimes even some here who may be listening, are awakening and don't know what to do with it. It's part of the process. It's part of the journey. It's part of the adventure of unveiling and uncovering and discovery of yourself and the world around you, because each is on their own journey and each unfolds things in their own awareness, in their own, we'll say, method and perspective. No two people that bent those spoons came out with the same reaction. Their minds perceive things however, let's just say, whatever they believed going in affects what they believe coming out of that sort of mental shift. But it is the same with any experience that enlightens you and expands your awareness. Even walking on a trail or walking like this medium walks her dogs around the neighborhood. She could have an enlightening experience by a butterfly landing on her arm or something of such. And she's had that happen, not here, but down in Brazil. And it's an amazing experience, and it has a impact on your being. So understand that all of you are having experiences that are expanding your awareness all the time. It's just whether or not you're actually acknowledging them, processing them, celebrating and being grateful for them, and allowing more to flow to you. It's part of the journey. It's part of the fun. Remember, life is a game. And if you approach life as a game, an adventure, where you keep pulling back, layer after layer and discovering more and more and more, that's what makes life fun. And yes, you may uncover something that seems, perception, judgment, to be bad or unpleasant. It's just another type of experience to grow from. That's all it is. And when you can come at this level of awareness to your day-to-day experiences, you can be more at peace, dear ones. Because you realize a thing is just a thing. Whether you attach an emotion to it and a feeling to it or not is up to you. And what emotion or emotional, we'll say, response you choose or reaction is up to you. But that is part of the judgment and the perception and the choice, the free will choice that you have. Do you understand these words so far? Good. We'll take a deep breath and settle once more into your physical forms. Let these messages sink in. A thing is just a thing. An experience is just an experience. Look at it from a detached observer with compassion for yourself and others involved. And from that space, that awareness, you have more clarity in your mental capacity. We shall say, make more conscious choices of what you do with the experience that you are in or perceiving. That is how you respond to whatever is going on around you. From a space of heightened awareness, non-judgment, and conscious choice. We have mentioned the difference between respond and react. We are putting it in different terms this night. Reacting to something, you are judging. You are not a compassionate, detached vibration. Understand that. So when you feel that discomfort of a lower vibration, realize that you are reacting to something instead of responding. Because if you respond, you are in alignment and you are consciously observing and choosing, sometimes analyzing with your rational mind all the aspects of the experience, but from a space of compassionate detachment versus emotional highs and lows all over the place, as you call it, angst, fear, anger, all of those highs and lows, emotions all over the board, all over the scale, as you say, all over the place. That is when you are reacting. And what happens when you are reacting? You can't think clearly, can you? Because your emotions are scattered. You're out of alignment, and you can't see, as you call it, through the weeds. Right? So, being in alignment, having compassion, and being detached, and being an observer and non-judging, gives you the capacity to see things more clearly. That is to your advantage. Because from that clarity, you are able to make a choice consciously to go left, right, front, back, whatever it is. But you will never have clarity from chaos. If you are in the midst of chaos, clarity does not exist in your vibration, in the potential, until you get out of the chaos and you get aligned and you step back as the observer. So whatever is going on in your lives and your world, remember these words. So you can step into, if you think of it, this medium's kind of getting an image of, okay, so the image is a whirlwind, a tornado of sorts. So anything that could be going on in your life or on your world, there where there's chaos, picture it as like a tornado, a funnel, a vortex of energy. And if you step into it, you're swept away. And you're spun all over the place, just like you see in your tornadoes. All over the place, scattered debris, right? And you're going to have to pick it up, clean yourself off, dust yourself off later, wherever you land. And so that is when you allow yourself to get swept up by the lower vibrations and the chaos, and you react, and you choose to react and jump into those vibrations. And you spiral out of control, and you can't think straight. Okay? Makes sense? Now, same visual. You see the funnel in front of you, and you see everything that is swirling within it. Think of it as a tornado. You've got houses, perhaps, cows, whatever. Anything, trees, whatever it could have sucked up, right? But if it's an emotional vortex, the tornado of sorts, there's thoughts, there's judgments, there's reactions, there's all sorts of, we'll just say, colorful words from other people, perhaps. Things that are going on, images, anything from your media. It could be a whole bunch of things in that whirlwind, yes? So, if you get swept up in it, you're lost until you decide to somehow get thrown out of it. And somehow eventually you do get thrown out of it, but you're probably beaten up a bit by the time you get out of it, right? Well, if you can envision this and know that this vortex of energy, this whirlwind of sorts is in front of you, and you can just stand there and observe it, observe the people involved, whatever is going on in the situation, in the world, in your life, whatever. And just observe and see all the aspects. Maybe even because you are detached, you can reach in and grab something and pull it out, analyze it, and put it back temporarily. Fun visual, huh? So, think of something now that is going on in your life or in your world where you think there is some chaos. And do this little visual and see how you feel. Allow your energy body to temporarily, not your physical form, because you know how that feels. Stay grounded and temporarily, just for a few moments, step into that vortex and see how your physical vibration, your vibration, because it's not just physical, reacts. Do you feel like a bumper car, perhaps? A little prickly? Intend to step out as soon as you feel the difference from being outside of it, where you are in peace and alignment. Did you all feel the difference? Or are you still playing? Could you feel it? Perhaps some of you had issues thinking of something. That is okay. Because if you're not really into the chaos and you can't think of something, then don't worry about it. Don't concern yourself. Don't try to manifest something. But for those that are having issues that seem to be overwhelming for them, realize that it is just a tornado and you get to step in or leave it and observe it from the outside, from a space of non-judgment, and being able to get more clarity on really what is going on and whether or not you wish to participate. Does this make sense? Yes? Yes. Breathe and allow yourselves to release all of this from your grounding cord. Let anything that may have been stirred up, just release. Flush it down the toilet, as you say. And breathe in and see yourselves bathed in the golden light from your Creator. Fill yourselves to capacity. And see yourselves filled with this golden light of wisdom. Bathing over you, going all the way down to your toes. And when you are filled with what you sense is your physical form, intend this vibration fills all of your being, all of your layers of what you would consider your energy bodies, even though they are truly all one. And feel the expansion of this vibration of divine wisdom. Know that this golden ray always available to you if you call and ask to be bathed in the gold. With the previous exercise, when situations arise and you need clarity, wisdom will help you with that. So call on your Creator's divine wisdom and wrap yourself in gold. Bathe in gold and sit with it. Eyes closed and just breathe for a few moments, and you will be aligned, and your clarity will come when you let go of forcing any sort of response, any answer, because you will be in alignment. And once you are in alignment, you will perceive whatever is going on in front of you or around you from a different point of view. And from that viewpoint comes the clarity. But you must have the wisdom to step aside and look at the picture as an outsider, a broader viewpoint, because otherwise you are caught up in the whirlwind and you can't see anything but what is flying by your face, and everything is going all around you in chaos. It is a choice, dear ones, to be caught up in the whirlwind or to be at peace and alignment and have clarity and wisdom. It is always a choice. Know this, for it will benefit you to recall this. We have mentioned before, energies, situations, all sorts of changes are unfolding on your world, not just the example of the fires around your planet, which we will tend to. But as you know, there is much what you would consider chaos in different areas of lower vibrations. We ask you to be the detached, compassionate key observer. And just as we do in these sessions, if you meditate at home, or if you are watching something or hearing something and something seems to strike a chord with you of discord, simply close your eyes, take a few breaths, visualize the gold bathing over you, and then add the silver for compassion. And when you feel that you are filled with compassion, as we are doing right now, intend to bathe yourself in the silver. When you are holding this vibration of compassion after receiving the wisdom, simply intend, just as we do in these sessions, to bathe those areas or those people or those situations in compassion. See them bathed in silver. Whatever energetic liquid you want to pour over the situation, it doesn't matter. If we were using the pink ray, this medium has told some of you before, Pepto-Bismol, right? It's pink. So if it's a silvery Pepto-Bismol, it's a silver liquid. Think of a simple image and just intend, and it is done. And know that even if you hold these vibrations of compassion, which we will do as you are filling up now with this silvery ray of compassion for a few moments, not only within yourself, but the intention to bathe these areas or people or situations with compassion, you are affecting the vibration of your world. You are that powerful. There is no small act that does not impact the collective and the masses and your Earth Mother. Know this. Anything you do vibrationally from a space of compassion and love affects the world around you more than you can know. So each of you just do whatever you can as you feel you are guided. Be at peace.